Hello and welcome to Bytes of Health, where we hope to take a bite out of your parent worries each day with sound advice and guidance. Every morning, we'll answer a commonly asked pediatric question in 5 minutes or less. I'm Dr. Jess Steier, a public health scientist, and today I'm joined by our amazing pediatrician bestie, Dr. Dina DiMaggio. Hello, Dina.
Hello, Jess.
So today we are going to talk about the dreaded C word, colic. The clock is ticking, so let's get to it. Dina, what is colic?
It is very dreaded. I know when my older daughter had colic, it was awful, and I would never had a second baby if this colicky baby didn't resolve at 3 or 4 months. I can promise you that. So it's very common condition in newborns. About 1/5 of all babies have colic, and they go from 0 to 100. So you're given this very sleepy baby, and all of a sudden, around 2 to 3 weeks, they start waking up, and they become gassy and colicky, and it peaks around 6 to 8 weeks. So hang in there, because then it just magically gets better and usually resolves for most babies around 3 or 4 months. There's no definitive known cause or treatment for colic, but most parents believe that baby is gassy during this time. It's associated typically with fussiness and crying for 3 or more hours a day, 3 or more days per week. Babies have periods of crying that will typically begin in the evening hours, so we often refer to it as the witching hours, and last until the wee hours in the morning. So typically I'll often get a 2 a.m. page, and 99% of the time it's from a newborn with colic and not knowing, the poor parents knowing why the baby is gassy and colicky. And the episodes of crying, are really intense, and these babies sound very distressed, so I can understand why parents are calling us in the wee hours in the morning.
So it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm at my wit's end. What can I do to help my colicky baby?
So I generally try to do benign things first. So if your baby's fussy, maybe gassy, you could try massaging their belly in circular motion. You can do bicycle kicks with their legs by moving their legs up and down. You can do some tummy time, which might help them feel more comfortable. You can take a warm bath. You can go for a walk. You can have them suck on a pacifier, or swaddling them or rocking them. It's also helpful to calm a baby down by ensuring that they're not overtired. So you don't want to have them up more than 1.5 hours at a time, because if they're overtired, they're going to cry more, and then they're going to get more colicky. There's also a whole definitely billion-dollar industry on this phase, everything from a 3,000 crib you can buy to help soothe the baby, and also over-the-counter medications.
All right. So no thank you to the $3,000 crib. That is no evidence to support it. What about medications? Are there any meds that we can give our colicky babies?
Yeah, there's definitely over-the-counter meds. You can try. There's the typical gripe water drops, gas drops, and probiotics. They're all safe to use. If they work, great. If they don't work, don't give it to them anymore. The probiotics for colic typically have lactobacillus reuteri in them, which has been shown. There's some evidence for it to help breastfeeding moms reduce symptoms. There's also simethicone drops, which are the gas drops that are also safe to use. All these things, try them if they work. Again, if they're not effective, then stop. It's just a phase, and then it'll pass on its own.
So at what point do we call you, Dina? At what point do we call our pediatrician?
Of course, we're always happy to help. A baby's gas will clear up on its own. However, if the parent or caregiver should, call a pediatrician if there's certain concerning signs. So any fever, 100.4 or above, and a baby under 2 months. If your baby is truly constipated and passing hard stools, very liquidy stool or blood in their stool, projectile vomiting, loss of appetite, or if you think your baby's just not eating right and losing weight, there are definite signs that this can be more than colic, and to give your pediatrician a call.
All right. Well, I learned something. We hope you learned something, and we have lots more to share. You can get your bite of health every day, Monday through Friday. If you like what you've heard here, let us know. Leave us a review on Apple and be sure to tell your friends. Remember, there is no single or best way to parent. Parenting is a journey, and we are all just doing our very best. We wish you happy, healthy, and stress-free parenting.